Hi everybody, it's Tamara from Prairie Town Girl here on Etcetera's, and today we're going to do the second part of our project. So last week I showed you how to make these cute little, very easy, very simple journal covers. I called them a journal cover. And this week we're going to put something inside of them. And again, it's very simple. And you don't even have to decorate the cover. It just looks like that. And then it's filled with, I just threw some scrap papers that, well, they're not really scraps. They're printouts that I had left over from past projects. So, and then it just slips right inside your cover, just like that. Easy peasy. So this is something I would make to like throw in a bag or a purse or something like that, and use it for everyday things like grocery lists or gift lists, or party planning, or I don't know, like things that you don't want to hold on forever. Like this is not where I would write my memoirs, my life story. I would write something in here that I don't care that much about. It's not that precious, because at the end of the day, when it's full, I can either just toss this, or I can pull the pages out and reuse it if I really wanted to, but I would more likely just recycle this and then fill it with a new one, because really this is your cover here, not this. So anyways, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. So let's just throw one of these together, because it's super quick and easy. So as you can see, these aren't even the same size, so that's why I'm not doing a lot of measurements and that kind of thing, because it just depends on how big you make yours. But again, I'm going to use a file folder, and I'm just going to start by cutting it in half, just because it's a little easier to work with. And you know what, I'm going to use this shorter side because I think it's the perfect height. So what I'm looking for is to make sure, that the height of my journal isn't going past my stitching lines, because remember last week we stitched across the top to hold this flap in place. So you don't want to make it the exact same size. You want to come in just a little bit from those stitch lines so that it can obviously slip underneath. So this looks like it might work. Now, can I do this without moving the camera? So I'm just going to cut right across this top part here. Now I've gone crooked. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so now next you want to determine how wide it's going to be. So it doesn't even have to be the full width. It can just, as long as it tucks under your flaps, that's the most important thing. So I'm going to go, and I'm just going to mark it with a pencil. I want mine to be somewhere around there. Okay, I think I am going to round my corners, because it just, sorry, it's gonna shake the table a little bit. My table isn't super sturdy, so. Anyways, the rounded corners allows it to slide in just a little bit easier into your holder. So you can see it'll be just like that. So this will be, I just wanted to clean up this edge along here though. I can feel it's not quite right. There we go. So you can just fold it in half. Now let's see. My folded papers are probably going to be a little bit wide. Yeah. So now the important thing is not that your papers are the same dimensions as this part, but they just have to fit inside of this part, right? Because this isn't even going to be seen. It's going to be tucked under. So I can see, I could actually leave the height if I wanted to, but I think I'm going to trim it down a little bit. And I need to take off about 1/4 of an inch along the side. So now all I need to do is get some more papers around the same size. They don't have to be exactly the same, and stack them in. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so I've cut down a bunch of papers, and remember, they don't, like, you could have some flip outs too. You don't have to cut them all exactly to size. So now my next step, and I alternated some blank sheets with some printables and that sort of thing. A bunch of these are from Caroline's Craft Tree. These are ones that I just didn't use when I did my design team project a month or 2 ago. Anyways, the next step is just to run a sewing stitch down the center here. Now, if you don't like to sew or you don't have a sewing machine, you can do it by hand if you want, or you can just do a basic binding stitch, and I can't remember the name of it. I will think of the name as soon as I stop taping, probably. And it's what I normally do in most of my regular journals, where I just do 3 holes and then I stitch with hand like in a figure 8. You can do that on here if you want to. I just want to do this really quick, so I'm just going to run a basting stitch with my sewing machine, a basting stitch with a needle that I'm not using on fabric, remember. So I'll do that and I'll be right back. Okay, there it is. I didn't even change the thread on my machine to match because I don't care. So you might have to give it a little press. You might want to get a bone folder or something out to really press it down. Now, you could really go to town and decorate, and you might just even want to put a date or something on the front, or if you want to, like if you're going to hang on to this, you want to hold on to all your lists and things like that, but I'm not going to. I'm just throwing it in, and look at that, it's done. Now again, you can add some pockets, you can decorate, you can stamp, you could do all the things you normally do with a junk journal if you really want to. But I'm not putting a whole bunch of effort into this because I don't even know if I would want to hang on to it afterwards. This is just a place to keep notes, lists, that sort of thing. So there you go. So now we have the journal cover and the journal that goes inside. And yeah, you can make tons of these. These would also, again, make a great stocking stuffer, a little hostess gift, a little, you know, something for everybody at work. I don't know. It's just a very quick and easy project, and it's a great scrap buster too. It's a great way to use up all those things that you haven't quite used up. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope this is a project that comes in handy and gives you some neat ideas for things that you can do. And so everybody, as usual, please stay safe. I know it feels like the worst is over and life is back to normal in some places, but really we still need to take precautions, wear a mask, and try to stay out of big crowds if you can, and just stay safe. And you know, the safest thing to do is stay home and craft. Just stay home and have fun crafting. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day and wonderful week, and if you want to, you can like and subscribe. I don't ask you guys to do that very often, but every once in a while I just you know, would like to give you a friendly reminder that that would be totally okay if you subscribed. And you can come and see me over on Instagram as well, where I post a few more projects there throughout the week. So anyways, as I said, have a wonderful day, and I will see you all again very soon. Next week, I have a flip through of a really, I think, a beautiful journal that I'm really happy how it turned out. So make sure you come back next week. See you then. Bye-bye.